Good morning. We thank you for joining us on the morning news. It is Friday, our favorite day of the week, October 23rd. I'm John Muller.
Yes, happy Friday.
Happy
right?
Friday.
Man, good morning. I'm Vanessa Freeman. We start you off on this Friday morning with a look at your weather and traffic with Marissa Torres. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning. I think I figured out why this week has felt so long. And I think it's because every morning has been just like the one before it.
Yes.
So clouds are back.
Like Sleepy Hollow.
It is kind of like a Sleepy Hollow feel. Around Halloween, you know, we have the fog once again. Now, the city is not under a dense fog advisory, but we do have one for central South Jersey. Visibility is slightly compromised in spots, so you're noticing Lakehurst down to just a mile of visibility there. A mile and a quarter in Sussex are just updated to 2 miles there. In the city, 2.5, but you do notice the patchy fog, so careful out there.
And Joe Biden facing off in the second and final presidential debate just days before Election Day. The two rivals hit plenty of hot topics from coronavirus to race in America, and though many are calling it a more civil debate than the first.
Quarter of a mile there. Edgewater at 3/4 of a mile. Rumson just did a mile there. Even Seaford at 2 miles. So it's patchy fog, no dense fog advisories.
That we would not expect between two candidates with opposing views on everything from health care to the economy. And last night, Americans were able to hear what each proposed for America for the next 4 years. Have already cast their ballot across the country, and just a small percentage are said to be undecided at this point. Last night, they got the chance to make up their minds. Live in the newsroom, I'm Kirstin, Pix 11 News. John, to you.
Thanks for the recap, Kirstin.
State Parkway, this is on the westbound side. A crash at the Meadowbrook Parkway blocking 2 lanes now. So you do have heavy delays trying to...
Still got, though, the type of fire exchanges we would expect between two candidates with opposing views. But President Trump, whose ratings suffered after nonstop interrupting in the last debate, learned to listen. And what Americans heard were starkly different approaches to handling the pandemic, immigration, and how to help Americans for the millions of undocumented immigrants in our country. He denounced that billionaires have earned an extra $700 billion, while more Americans are going hungry and struggling to live on unemployment benefits. The president promising a new health care plan to replace what's expected to be a dismantled Obamacare, and that we've learned to live with COVID and a vaccine is coming soon. A very small percentage of Americans are undecided at this point. Last night, they got a much clearer chance to make up their minds. Live in the newsroom, I'm Kirstin, Pix 11 News. Vanessa, to you.
Hey, Norris, you dirty doggy.
Going. 6:18 right now, so I want to start off first in Elizabeth. This is something we've been following since 4:30 this morning. This is a crash involving a pedestrian, so they've shut down Route 1 and 9 southbound Grand Street to Elizabeth Avenue. A little bit of a delay because of that. You're being detoured off. Northbound, they did have a couple of lanes blocked off. 6:31 right now. We'll start off on the Gowanus, a disabled vehicle on that westbound side as you head towards 39. Just plot out your commute. If you're hitting the road, so Byron mentioned the fog, it is going to be an issue in spots. We have a live look at the LIE, and you're actually not noticing much in terms of the
small businesses back on track is a major priority in the tri-state. This week, New Jersey enters phase 3 of its emergency grant program, and it's now focusing on those micro businesses out there. Those smaller companies are usually running out of someone's home. Andrew Ramos shows us how they're trying to
reopening for the first time since the pandemic forced them to close their doors.
Yeah, so this coming just in time for temperature drops and as locals look for safe entertainment indoors. Pix 11's Kirstin Cole is live at a theater in New Rochelle, whose first showing is less than an hour away. What's the movie?
Things are kind of quiet here at the Regal Cinemas.
Open the first showing in less than an hour. What is the movie, and have you seen people go into the theater?
Casablanca.
What kind of empty behind you?
It is, we're not seeing anybody. It's
You're looking to boost your credit score and get the best rates. Experts say you're going to have to, well, mix things up a bit.
Yeah, joining us to share the top 5.
Just open more credit, right? You just try to build. So like, for example, you go to Macy's, you find this excellent furniture, and it's like 0% financing. You open the credit card. Should you do it?
Right?
There, you know.
I didn't know that if you got close to your credit limit, that was a bad thing if you paid it off.
If you don't know.
It is counterintuitive.
Now you know. You know. You know, that's...
Yeah, that was nice, Dan.
What is it?
That was nice.
Thank you very much. Ben got it, playing along. Thank you. Let's get lyrical. Okay, how to celebrate Halloween at home with the entire family.
Plus the horror of hair. So we're going to show you a picture of hair, and you have to guess who's the face behind the hair.
You ready?
You ready?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
It's the Rachel.
The Rachel. Is there any hairstyle that you've always wanted to try, but just a little too nervous to do it?
Kind of spooky. But looking back, we were talking about earlier our favorite Halloween movies. Do you have one? Or favorite scare? Love that. And finally, somebody after my own heart here at the horror
Oh, yeah,
naming
I know.
some horror
a bunch
films.
of scaredy cats around here.
I know, right? Hey, one woman on a mission to change breast cancer health disparities. This is real important.
Coming